the first to know. Nsem-Pii TV.
For him, Sir John Dramani Mahama or suspended Yamami Chief Justice get to Tukuno, Abraham Amino, and just say, Ondi a Jumaboni Bia, and as only Boni Bian Fantia or my Ghana. Now Mahama say was suspending Mameno, and just say, Ye no pursue Mamin Dinifu, and just say, Mahama, it's me the control of my Ghana, no do my Ghana, a year dear or no Mahama or pay. Yebekaya and the campaign or the Kansimbi, or say Sato Abano, Edema a year NDC Bima, the Betiana say, yes, say afraid the warm atom on my Ghana. Sir, Obianim say, Sir Jumano, and it is a Mahama Passawudi, and I say, again a Mahama Passawaya, Chinchina was we, Yamami get to Tokuno, and the free air Supreme Court. I wish for a nano and Panifa Cotanasi, and one more Tanasano, a Chief Justice, a Tokuno, ne suspension Mahama Edemano, yes, one more strike a suspension down. Or must striking it down, and just a bush for Sir Assembly, if you panifa catch it, a diable to be and just say, young Shay Amagana and Bassasa, young Shema or mine and say answer, and penny for the 19 as he form a bush of four, Muminti and Summer, if free a year meeting I say at the baby.
President John Dramani Mahama is setting up to probe a year petitions against the Chief Justice. A share one more hearing I say. Na ekata fra ba kese mu ba ye kan say nane na nsa na e kire pefe e de committee no nipa dodo e wo so e na wo mo e ba be probu eye sa ensem ahodo no we fi indulgence no ma yemfa ekata ne ntoso na yankinke mu sem kakra fa mawo na fi yempem enkoya ni mu etino the letter of the release was dated a year May 15, 2025. I say, committee probing petitions against Chief Justice to begin hearings tomorrow. That is Enra. When by an answer to Enra and a committee, no, a quasitina, one more air shots. Say, the committee set up by President John Mahama to inquire into 3 petitions filed against the Chief Justice will commence hearings tomorrow. That is yesterday, Thursday, 15th May 2025. The 5-member committee chaired by Justice Gabriel Scott Pawine of the Supreme Court was set up by the President in accordance with Article 146, Clause 6 of the 1992 Constitution and in consultation with the Council of State following a determination of a prima facie case against the Chief Justice. The committee will sit 3 times a week and present their recommendations to the President upon completion of their work. This release was signed by Felix Kwachio Fosu, Member of Parliament for Abra Sebuku Amankese, and spokesperson to President John Mahama, and then Minister Government Communications. And you know, when in Krata a free a yaba kesiemu a buyer and then an signed committee did and rather than one more share as sitting as here, one more probu petitions me and san and Crophobi de Bre President John Mahama said, Chief Justice, you know, and the year when what then a dear. And a year constitutional a webra into the engine so not your fanny and yes you yate. But the background of this whole suspension and after removal of office and petition when you know and someone shall say Bobano. A lawyer for who dam Akasadia found said a banker President John Dramani Mahama enyabotre. As said Yera Vincent Akwase for any new the 7 condemn Supreme Court some copench the mukakra. Efa 1 or 2 articles home. But President Mahama equifa Supreme Court and so Ebru Court in Tia Esha said taking decisions are leading to the suspension of the Chief Justice. Was suspended in the year, and yet Ghana Bar Association said a prima facie case one so the suspended my man and the setting committee, what are my President Mahama making available for more no movie. And all that change with immediate effect, Ghana Bar Association air call on President Mahama to reinstate the Chief Justice was suspended on Bepim Nia Yekase, Sadia no Ebin Kosoye. And no committee no a share assistance no. And ye it could be from a year census. It could be from census. And a year and Krataba Mountain show. I patch Center for Citizenship, Constitutional and Electoral Systems. One more a petition Supreme Court to stop the committee from beginning with the probe of the petitions and our face, and strike it down the suspension warrant. Na Chief Justice, yen reinstate near Ekoso and so Center for Citizenship, Constitutional and Electoral System, Census Essay. And there I say, your petition Supreme Court. Na and ye court and for entansa and atabo and to committee ni so. Na fei suspension do ya suspend ye Mame Chief Justice and also yen left a sa suspension warrant and for free so. On the same issue and some members of parliament, especially those on the minority side, they say a bayanka committee na sitina nyina no yen yi TV so no bia ehwe bi. Esan say when it tuamu a yen ni nyaw sani ada no ada election petition ye ko pie mu Supreme Court a ye telecasting a live mo bia hunu de esamu no. Won say sa case we very sensitive entino e bayanka wo mo makwan na yen telecasting live na obia ehunu eye probe no committee no petitions ahodo a wo mo ebedi ho dwuma no yen nyina na ehunu bi na nkonko ya se ya wie ne ya no kolem e de akwa mampani ama mampani nso e de ono nso adwenkyere de afa ho enso etimi de aba entina be yanka yen telecasting live no obia nya den enya akonya na wo hunu adwuma potinya committee no eyeye na obia adwene mu ene ntirim enya ne fine etino ne ho no committee no ahye asetena se eye enrada na yesi week bia no wamo ebekwa asetena emprensa week ba ku bia mu ntino week bia no wamo ekwa asetena empren pol miensa na afi ne wo mu nyina nso no wamo etimi ede ababedan eye Ghana mine etino eno no bepa chao President John Dramani Mahama ene wogya wo man to ho free eye da no ada kwasie da ekwani na mu a na Ghana ye ni president no eno ada no obepie mu o mamu ase obepie mu o mamu ha ya na ene okọ thank you to Upper West region so okọ thank you to ho ene asu yo yate okoye na wakoye no enkoma wodi ye no ene memete ye me hu dwiri me pa me Your Excellency President John Dramani Mahama wada rumba wo akonya no wadi bida when you the first time entino you know and now you should know the intricacies in akonya na wudi no ana amamuo no ese uhunu the in and out of it by now yanyina ye ni bu pefe se Ghana city no emprempre appreciate no two ways about that fam ngobuo enso gradually esote inflation gradually eba fomo yanyina ye nim na woni expert ni dim koma wamo say ma abanya otisue emmod humusuo emfa basobode emma ono aho esanse wanya hweye wonfa hye bia ngu apono so a enam so ama sidi no appreciate enam so ama ene ya yekasai ade yefam ngubuo eba famo wonfa hye bia ngu famo ye 4 months mu die wontimi fa hye papa bia maye ne budget ne kra no ne implementation kra no kabe ase ne aye bibia wo ho etiaba ne say na enei say inflation e ba famo ama fam ngubuo ba famo ama sidi no appreciate a woje credit no ede ama ho na enrada President Mahama gina Nsem-Pii so no wo finance minister Dr. Kezel Atuba forcing and have Bank of Ghana governor Abaso say womo etimi de hihye papa agu apono so ntino obo Abaso aha o say I wish to commend the Honorable Minister of Finance, the Governor of the Bank of Ghana, and their teams for the close collaboration and coordination they are demonstrating in this economic turnaround. I am confident that by the time the Honorable Minister returns to Parliament to present his mid-year budget review in August, we will have even more good news for Ghanaians. Yati. And President Mahama, 4 months into government, what you to say? What to me this say? Papa biaba, and I nam swama and nay, Sidino, I appreciate ya na. But I mean, sir, and you one I'll back at Ghana for say I bind Jano over the past 8 years. I'm mismanaging Ghana's economy. 8 years old. Now 4 months a pet. Adi abesi Saniama. Sana Aniama. We are magician and nah. Who to be working magic 4 months a pet. It's a nay. Oh boy, yeah, finance minister. I took force in Abaso. Oh boy, governor of the Bank of Ghana. Abaso said, "What my idea?" Sir, really? What boy Abaso no bisa? Who say measures a ben pan at the guapo so? Amen. Nay, city no I appreciate it. Yay. What we are say, our economic stabilization efforts are yielding results, evident in city gains and falling prices. President Mahama, our economic stabilization efforts are yielding results, evidence in city gains and our falling prices. Really? Anyway, Mame kwa amano na mene Dr. Hayford Ayerakwa, or a development economist at University of Ghana, or sounds so a fellow at the ma APL. All right. Doc Anope, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Chair, a chair for dinner.
Sir Anope Boko, dear.
About the Adam, yeah, Boko.
And then Yamiase. Bepacho, and rather, President John Dramani Mahama, finance minister and governor of Bank of Ghana, Baso say, Wamatimi a collaborate ya bomodin, ama ene, Sidino, I appreciate it. I feel so no, and near my boy so, yet it is so sam. Momo de Amakwadari were a year economics mu. Maybe I demetia make a minimum the America, maybe an minimum indicators no. Wadaroma, Abasubodi a year, President Mahama, and they bought a year finance minister and a governor of Bank of Ghana no. The Edikan ye Missa say, I may buy ye, Bosumi 9 years, and she said, Ben or Metimia Guapono Swa, Ama Sidino, I appreciate it, Ama and near my boy, one almost yes, so ebb to teba for more. A dear measure, sir.
But after the break, Edikan, the Oman bought the finance minister Babua. And I'm saying, oh, you not to. Now, I don't say, so no, then I had been every time. Over here, I'm paying budget every time. Now, budget, I have to mastica very good. The Edikan from and paying editor, Parliament, my idea to my, I know my idea about for Maho, but there were 2 just in March, I think March 11th. And technically, no. Penny budgetary approval and call separate and meditate TIG appropriation in the 2 months. Not the end of March. So effectively, no. Penny policies are the buy. It started from the 1st of April. That's about 6 weeks ago. And in the area, Pasubia, so far, no. And yes, the derivatives of the previous policies are now. As you say, I thought that matter we are now fair do and now. And yet, so fair do not a wild. It is a while, and some are finally wrong with it, and that after being other. That's exactly what is happening to our economy. Now, the measure of, an indicator, and they need agents to area Bank of Ghana. Any finance minister about so anything. Did you know what they know at the anything? Did you know what they at the in the first quarter of 2025? Okay, did you know what you mean at the Mama? I mean, we're gaining in excess of about 20 something %, which is good. But and maybe I am my yes, and saying, and this is public record, it will be me as a second. So, we call gold for one website now. We don't say, a more indicative what I said. I think 2025, January, gold board, it's in toy, at 6.17 tons. February, gold board, at 6.55 tons. March, 7.8. April, 9.2 tons. Now, what's that? January, became over $500 million. February, over $500 million. March, almost $700 million. April, almost $900 million. We are talking about almost over 2.3 billion United States dollars. So, we back, after December 2024, now your gold reserve in January 2023, it was about 8 tons. Because gold reserve was not part of any money at the year. And Nsem-Pii at the time, one of the main store of value of economic literature now, gold. And it is a 9 pound to go a program and the gold one benchmark. And it is one, we are just finding Nanyama etos now, it's at the world gold. 101.3. And one awarded a Emerson. In Ghana, yes, led by the then Vice President, we would have to have the gold. In Ghana started building the gold reserve at the Bank of Ghana. You're taking from 8.78 tons. Now, from 1957 all the way to 2022. Gold at Ghana, was 8.78 tons. And they were this gold reserve. No, so they might, and I show not a young one. After December 2024, we have to build from 8.78 tons over 60 years, 8.78 tons, to 30.53 tons. Now, let's start from 30.53 tons, December 2024. Now, what is that to January to April? After April, maybe after April, Bank of State Assessment, gold reserve a year or Bank of Ghana, 31.37 tons. As I say, gold tonnage a year account for Bank of Ghana is less than 1 ton. For the first 4 months of this year. Now, we should go for the first 4 months of this year now. It's in excess of 20 tons. As I said, where is the money from the sale of gold? The over $2 billion in the sale of gold, according to the Gold Board's own website. Who has and done? That's kind of way. So, the question I asked is it possible, sir, that you can compete into the Ghanaian market to make the cedi strong? Because now, I never said, dollar not every show. There's so much dollars in the system. And less of the cedi. And people now want cedi. They can't get cedi. And my cedi don't want anything. Now dollar not. They don't have the use for it again. More dollars getting less cedi. The cedi will increase in price. And that is an artificial, let's get it right. I'm not saying that is wrong. Now, Momono, if that is what we are doing, we have to be said, so that we know that this is what we are doing as a country. But if that is what we are doing, then it is not sustainable. I didn't see overshare. Okay, I say, any man for phone. If you attack for money, man for phone. And can any man go for me? Because the trader the businessman is a rational person.
Yeah.
So you say near air personal, artificial. And it is a when you must say no one say another one is a
Yes.
The car would a share with a one, and so make